Hi, and thank you for tuning in to our very first video, 5 Minutes or Less with Dr. Armani Davis. Today's topic is centered around self-love. Have you ever read the book, The 5 Love Languages? No? Well, me either, but I took the quiz. The quiz is meant to help you better understand how to love your partner, and in return, how you prefer to be loved in a relationship. However, in my expert opinion, after taking the quiz, I discovered it was missing one crucial step. It didn't tell you that before you can love anyone else, you have to love yourself. It didn't tell you that in order to truly be happy for someone else, you have to be happy with yourself. It didn't tell you that to understand and love yourself, it didn't tell you that you have to understand and love yourself before you can provide yourself with any direction in life. If not, your goals will be designed just to fill the holes you have, but the insecurities that come from society. If not, your dreams will be embedded in someone else's vision. Why would you want to be anyone else and live out your life pursuing someone else's goals? Self-love has to come first before you love anyone else, because if not, what you're sharing isn't love, it's envy. And envy is truly a destructive personality trait, because when we become envious of someone, we're no longer appreciating what we have because we're too focused on what we don't have. We ignore all our talents and become short-sighted, and all we can see is our flaws. At times, I struggle and still do struggle with self-love. I grew up ugly in every sense of the word. Puberty killed me. I had enough acne to give everybody in my neighborhood growing up a bump. But it wasn't just acne. I had blackheads that no matter how much I scrubbed my face, never seemed to go away. I wore glasses, big, thick glasses. And when I say I wore them, I wore them. I wore them to play sports. Sometimes I wore them to sleep. I wore them everywhere and banged them up so bad they were permanently crooked. I also had the glasses way longer than any prescription should ever last, so long that one of the lenses became permanently foggy. I was constantly ripped on and made fun of. Don't feel bad for me, I ripped back. However, if you say anything over and over, you will eventually start to believe it. So after a while, things people said in rip sessions to me started to get to me, and I truly believed I was ugly. Then one night, I was watching this show on VH1 where this retired rapper had a mansion with like 22 girls competing for his attention and affection. The show was called The Flavor of Love, featuring former rap star Flavor Flav. And Flavor Flav was way uglier than me. So boom, I had my solution. All I had to do to stop being ugly was become famous, and people would stop focusing on how ugly I was and start to like me for me. So the plan was set, and the next day me and my friends stole composition notebooks from our language arts teacher and became rappers. We made an entire city of Pencil Beach we called an album. And for a while it worked. When we rapped, I felt like it was a whole new person. I was able to create a world for myself where I had it all. But when I wasn't rapping, I still had to deal with my realities. Then in 9th grade, we had some friends move in town from another place who were actually making and really recording their music. They were past the pencil beat phase. They had a lot of meaningless music like me, but they had one song I'll never forget because it was something I needed at the moment. The song was called Damn I Look Good, and the chorus looked something like this. Damn I look good. I wake up in the morning. What I really feel like? Man, I feel like some money. Damn I look good. Man, it's time to hit the streets. Your girl asked me how she looked, but I told her what I think. And I said, damn, I look good. I sung that song so much, it was always stuck in my head. And I said it and recited it to myself so much, I started to believe it. And when you say anything over and over to yourself, it becomes to be habits, it becomes to be your thoughts. And eventually I began to love me and to see that even in my lowest moments, I can look and feel good if I choose to. So I had to stop all my negative thoughts and get rid of my destructive mindset and stop focusing on what I didn't have and discover and focus on what real talents I did have. Shortly after, I stopped rapping. Full transparency, I was terrible. But I stopped rapping because I realized what Flavor Flav had wasn't his fame. It wasn't his rapping ability. He had a sense of confidence. He believed in and loved himself so much. Even when he had bad moments, he always was able to come back to his value and his worth. I promised myself from that day forward, I would always do my best to have confidence in everything that I do. In the years that followed, I started noticing talents within myself that I wouldn't have noticed if I would have still been so caught up in what society wanted me to be and not what I truly thought of myself. I spent so much of my life deciding my worth on what other people thought of me, I almost missed out on how dope I was. Sometimes the world isn't ready for your beauty, but never stop being beautiful. Sometimes the world isn't ready for your brain, but never stop being a genius. Be authentically you at all times so you can stare yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you love you and mean it. I still have flaws. I stutter. My teeth are crooked. I still break out with acne, but I love me. The way I dress now, the way I talk, and the way I carry myself is authentically who I am, and nothing can change that because I love me for who I am, and I won't go searching for my self-love in someone else again, and neither should you. Our video ends this week with a challenge. I challenge you to give someone random a compliment a day. It could be anything or anyone, but know that that compliment could change the trajectory of someone's day or their life. I believe in all of us individually, but can you imagine the change we could make if we all work together? Be the change you want to see in the world, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in to our first video.